Hey, first grade, today you're going to get back your artwork. Off the supply table, you're going to need to get one white crayon. You're also going to need to get some scrap sheets of paper if you did not finish your artwork last time. I still have just a little bit more to do. You can see I have a black spot right there, and maybe even in the corner if I'd like. Right, really filling this up with organic and geometric shapes. Remember that when we glue these down, we do not want them to touch the other shapes. We want there to be a little bit of space around them. Make sure that when you are gluing your shapes that you use dots of glue. I'm going to be looking for good glue users. It should hop along your paper. Don't drip the glue onto your paper. Make sure that it hops. And when you're all finished with cutting out shapes, be sure to put your scraps back where they belong. Remember, baby scraps can go in the garbage, big scraps can go in the scrap bins. So once you are this far and your paper is completely full of those shapes and none of them are touching, you are going to take that white crayon, wherever I put it, and you need to draw a squiggle between those shapes. Now I want you to notice that I said a squiggle, not a scribble. Here's the difference. This would be a scribble. This is a squiggle. Notice how I'm slowing down and I'm being thoughtful. So I'm going to do this squiggle between all of my shapes. There's no right or wrong way to do it as long as you are not just scribbling all over your paper. So it's going to help kind of fill in those black spaces. Taking my time, no need to rush. You have plenty of time today. Be careful not to get your crayon in the glue. That's another reason why you need to be professional glue users today. Sometimes I like to kind of go over a spot a couple times if it's kind of a bigger area. I'm going to put my white crayon back where I got it because I don't need it anymore. And the last step that you're going to do after cutting out and gluing down shapes and after using your white crayon is you're going to use some of those construction paper crayons at your table to add some patterns to your sheets of paper or your little scraps on here, or shapes, excuse me, can't get the right word out. So take your time, add some nice, neat patterns. If it's a shape that you've just glued on, it might be kind of hard to draw on it because if that paper is wet, sometimes it doesn't work super duper well. Just do your best. When you get this far, you are all finished. So you need to finish cutting out and adding shapes so that you fill up your sheet of paper. Use a white crayon to add some squiggles in those gaps. And then you need to add a pattern to every single one. Think about polka dots. Think about stripes. Think about some of the lines that you know, some of the shapes that you know. All right? Try not to do the same pattern over and over. You can see I tried to use a variety of different patterns. When we are done, we'll put these at the bottom of the drying rack. Please make sure to clean up after yourself when you're done.